idea for my podcast in a way. Like I want my podcast to be specifically geared toward our men. Um, Definitely our young men, because like it's easier to get somebody when they're younger and they're willing to listen a little bit more. Whereas sometimes older men get stuck in their ways and they too prideful to whatever. But other men too in general, but just men in general because like I think you're right. Like that's where we lacking. Like I see all of the it feels like all of the worst stuff in the world, and specifically our community as black men, it's coming from a lack of guidance and direction. And so, like, I think the more positive male role models that we have, and the more people that are willing to share their testimony and their story with other men and be vulnerable enough with other men to give other men the confidence to know that they can be vulnerable back, and you can release some of those things that we as men always keep bunched in because we too prideful to say, hey, I was scared, hey, I didn't know what to do, hey, I made a mistake, like all of those things. So anyway, to answer your question specifically with my son, like I think about this every single day. Like when
You
I
got to. He's a
yeah,
constant
it's every day.
reminder.
Yeah, he's here every day. But one of the things that I recognize in this stage, and I think now he's starting to get to the age, obviously being two and moving around more, that we're more hands on with each other, and I'm more hands on with him. But even like up until this point, I found myself watching him more. But the thing that I didn't like, I would just be sitting there just staring at him, like, yo, that's really my son. And he act just like me. He looked like my wife, but he act just like me. He got my whole personality, bro. And the thing that I didn't recognize is, oh, he's watching me. He's watching everything I do. Like my wife um took a video of him the other day when we was watching the game, the Eagles game. And my cousin got him like a little Eagles jersey, like a little Saquon Barkley jersey. And she was filming. I was in the kitchen cooking, but I was watching the game at the same time, like trying to make lunch for everybody and watch the game. And I get passionate about football, so we probably did something good, and I think we scored a touchdown or something, and I got hype or whatever. And he was just looking at me, and then after I finished, whatever I'd said, he repeated it. And I know that's not so small, but like literally he does this all day. He's watching everything I do. He'll repeat. He'll do like a gesture or an action or a word, say a word that I said or did or something like that, and it reminds me that every little boy out there is watching somebody. Who are they watching? And what are they being given? And so it's something I got to think about every day. So in terms of what you're saying, like that's important to me. Like, because first and
What?
foremost, I'm not going to go out there in the streets and try to do it for other people if I'm not doing it at home for my own first. Like I got to lead by example here first before I can
So
go out
what?
there.
What is that? If there's like one
I'm listening
thing.
to you. I'm gonna put this joint on.
Oh yeah, but my next question was gonna be, what's the one thing that would make you? What is that? What's like a interaction or a thing that you're going to do that makes you pause and think like, yo, just in case if my son ever sees like what are some of what's that type of thing? Like if something comes up.
Wait, what's say the question again?
What are the pausing moments? Like when does it pause for you to be like, you know what? If this might be something before I say or do this, my son might pick up on this. Like what that's what I'm trying to say. Like what's
Well,
that pausing moment?
it's kind of like everything. I'm gonna move this chair. That see, but this one fits perfect. And
Hey, thank
I actually got an extra large.
yeah.
You see it?
Say that. Yeah, 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 yeah. He said I gotta flex a little bit.
Uh,
Flex a little bit.
fine.
Say less.
Yeah, this like
Yeah,
perfect.
that it's
Honestly
tough. It's
though,
tough.
no
It go
funny.
it go with the hat you got on.
Yeah, this the dad gang joint.
It's the dad gang.
Yeah,
No,
honestly,
that's
bro, and
fine.
I'm not even. This fits. It fits perfect actually, and it feels really good. And it feels warm too. And it's cold in this part of my house. This gonna be on a fit soon. I might even throw the butters on with this joint. Yeah, I might throw the scutters
They
on.
don't. They not from up top, bro. They not from up